Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Going with the flow of being on a cruise, I want to tell you a little bit about Croatia. We went to 3 places in Croatia: Zadar, Dubrovnik and Split. Would not recommend Zadar just because there wasn't that much there. I was quite disappointed. My dad was like, get loads of photos, make sure you do loads of things there. There wasn't much there. There was a few cathedrals and like historical places, but I was disappointed. And we literally sat there and had a drink, looked around a cathedral which I wasn't allowed in because my dress was too short, so that was very disappointing. And then we got back on the ship. By lunchtime we were sat in the pool on the cruise. Not very good, so wouldn't recommend there. Dubrovnik, oh God. I've been to Dubrovnik before and it was literally so lovely. I went with my family and we had the best time. Came into it, there was loads of shops. Oh, it was just lush. And then as you went on the front, there were people who were selling boat tours. We went on a boat trip whilst we were there and it took you around the coastline. Dubrovnik is known for where Game of Thrones is filmed, so we went around the bay of where Game of Thrones are filmed, and then the views were insane. It's what you'd see on a postcard. It was a real treat. You can get all different types of boat trips, but the one we got was inexpensive. Didn't feel like we were paying so much, but you just got loads of facts about the island. You got to see different places, got loads of photos. Definitely worth it. We then got really warm coming back on shore that we ended up just going for an ice cream. And then there was just loads of cafes, bars, restaurants. You were just spoilt for choice. We went to the nicest restaurant I've ever been to. It was absolutely banging. Really highly recommend. And it was looking over all the boats on the port. We got the best table and the food was off the scale. I got a pasta dish to start with. It sounded so lovely and it came with like little shrimps on top, which was super cute because it came with like the shells, and the shells were like a blacky pinky colour and they had some sort of powder on the top. It just looked divine and it tasted insane. The flavours were incredible. It just got me giddy. And then for mains, we just thought, do you know what, we're just gonna get a pizza. It was beautiful. And then the third place we went to in Croatia was Split. Weren't really that much around the port, but when we got into Split it was lovely, really nice. There was like full on street of just restaurants and bars, so you are definitely spoilt for choice on places to eat or places just to have a drink and chill. There weren't that many shops, or at least we didn't see that many shops. I feel like we were so kind of fixated on the views and sightseeing. We ended up walking up these stairs. We got to the top. I was sweating. It was such a walk going up these stairs in 36 degree heat, but it was worth it. We had the nicest views of Split. There was just panoramic views of the whole of the island. You could see everywhere and we just stood at this viewing point for ages. Highly worth going up and seeing. And then at the side of it there was a bar and we sat there and we must have sat there for like an hour or two, way too long, but we just was reminiscing over just a beautiful view. We were just chit-chatting away. Really good vibe. So if you want a really good view in Split, basically just follow it around from the restaurants and you end up going up a bit of a hill and you eventually get to it. Bliss. That was probably the highlight of going there because it was just beautiful. Overall, I would say my favourite place was Dubrovnik, but I feel like I was a bit biased because I knew I was going to enjoy there and I knew it was a place that we'd had loads to do. I just feel like there was loads of excursions you could do. There was obviously the boat trip, there was shops, bars, restaurants, everything you could think of, and the views were incredible. And obviously they'd filmed Game of Thrones there, so Will was very excited about that. Dubrovnik would be my top place to go, but Split would be closely followed by, and I probably wouldn't bother about Zadar. We were very busy, but that is my whistle stop tour and recommendations of the places we went in Croatia. On that note, I will bring this video to an end. Thank you all for watching and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!